The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus.
The sky is falling, the sky is falling. We've got Chicago Sky general manager Jeff Pagliocca throwing Angel Reese under the bus. She entered the league like she owned the place. Swag on 100, confidence off the charts.
The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, I mean, they got her in the post, but for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball.
And more media buzz than most rookies could dream of. The Chai Barbie was supposed to be the next big thing. The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, here's something that's actually pretty wild. I need to show you all this. Angel Reese's teammates, they've got her in the post again, but for whatever reason they're just not giving her the ball. Fast forward to now, and the mood in Chicago has flipped harder than a bricked layup.
Something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliocca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliocca has been seeing some of the discipline.
Inside the Sky front office, the smiles are gone, the voices are raised, and the finger-pointing has officially begun. Angel Reese isn't the golden child anymore. She's the cautionary tale being whispered about behind closed doors. If you think Reese should be benched, go ahead and comment "Fire the baby giraffe" down below. Let's get into it. Angel Reese is under fire, and this time it's coming straight from Chicago Sky general manager Jeff Pagliocca.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
Who name-dropped her in a press session and said, "We need more out of her." Boom, a bombshell just detonated in the locker room, and the fallout is spreading fast. Word is, the GM's done sugarcoating missed layups, check. Missed opportunities, check. Missed chance to prove she belongs, double check. Suddenly, Angel's grip on this team is looking shakier than her jumper, and that's still a work in progress, Pagliocca said. She's had some great games, and like anyone else, she's had some that weren't her best, but she's our best chance at versatility. We need more production out of her, and we need her to help in other areas too. This wasn't your usual coach speak. This was a siren, a full-volume desk pounding, wake up or pack up kind of moment. It didn't happen in front of the cameras. It went down behind the scenes, where the real conversations happen. After another underwhelming performance that had coaches grinding their teeth and fans squinting at the box score in disbelief, the GM reportedly stormed into the locker room on a mission. Reese's numbers have dipped from her rookie year, and
the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese. How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-signed him, building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso. Last time I checked, they both have been playing like
2025. She's averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds. Compare that to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points, 39% shooting, and 13 boards. To make matters worse, veteran leader Courtney Vandersloot is out for the season with a torn ACL. Angel Reese didn't get the gentle talk. She got a straight-up verbal.
We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2 and 6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion and defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 30.
Body check. And it wasn't about hustle. It was about the fundamentals. How many more blown layups do we stomach before we make a move? That was the message, loud and clear. And insiders say this isn't the first time her name's come up. It's been building whispers, grumbles, but now it's full volume frustration. Coaches and execs have been reviewing the tape, watching Angel struggle at the rim like she forgot how to finish. But this last outing, it pushed them over. The edge, wide open looks, missed bunnies, costly plays, game-changing moments squandered. It wasn't just bad, it was damaging. Inside the locker room, tension The team sat in silence while the GM said what everyone was thinking. She might have been a college star, but this ain't the Big Ten anymore.
Get back to the dipsy-doo, whipsy-doo. Give it a scoopity-boopity-bop. Bye! More layups. She's right-handed, by the way. Did you know? Bye! Bye! She's a great rebounder. She grabs that board really well. All the people there are excited to watch her rebound. Look at that. Watch out for the out-of-bounds line. Bye! If I'm her coach and I see this setup right here, I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever happens here. Bing bong. Bye! Anytime she gets tied up for a jump ball, you know she's losing that because she can't jump.
That wasn't a wake-up call. It was a demand for accountability, and for once, it wasn't just Twitter trolls doing the talking. It was her own organization. How is it that the first time we hear a player called out by name, it's Angel Reese, not Camila Cardoso, who's also underperforming?
Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will."
Why is Angel the one singled out? The message was clear. No one's job is safe. The Sky went all in on Angel. Reese's billboards, commercials, hype like she was the second coming. But now they're wondering if they invested in a highlight reel instead of a game changer. All flash, no finish. Pagliocca said it himself.
Molette, in her own words.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA, our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
The WNBA is a joke, and even with Clark carrying the league on her shoulders,
We had significant expectations this season. That's why I made the moves I made. And yet, going into Tuesday's loss, the Sky were 2-6, bottom tier on both ends of the floor. They were averaging a league-worst 90.1 points allowed per game and shooting just 39%. Angel Reese came into the WNBA surfing a tidal wave of hype, but now the wave is crashing hard.
The Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They've exploited early, lost Sloot to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom in the league, both offensively and defensively, after loading up on veterans. Even understanding that growth takes time, the Sky shouldn't.
Chicago didn't draft her to trend on TikTok. They drafted her to dominate instead. They're watching a masterclass in missed potential, especially that latest performance, a disaster against Atlanta. Her inability to finish was glaring. Angel Reese, part 40, let's get it. My favorite shot in basketball. The Angel Reese slug. Last night they only lost by 18. And hey, some of the layups actually hit rim. Socials love Angel, but not her teammates. You said butter, we're giving you free looks, cash them in, girl. Oops, bricked it. Again, .point-blank.
That's a front office issue as much as it's an Angel Reese issue. If your front office and your coach is completely fine with one of your star players missing practice to go to this engagement and to go to that engagement, then your general manager and head coach, they need to have a little bit more backbone. They need to say, no, this is a brand new team. We can't afford that, Angel. But instead, they co-sign it. They allow it. They encourage it. And they wonder why things look how...
Putbacks are becoming momentum killers. Each miss is like a pin in a balloon. And fans don't need stats. Their eyes work what they're seeing. A player who looks more lost than lethal. Let's bring it back to the dipsy whipsy. The scoop layup. She's right-handed, by the way. She's a great rebounder. She grabs the board well. But if Energy won championships, Red Bull would have more rings than the Lakers. If I'm her coach and I see that setup, I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever comes from it. Every time she's tied up for a jump ball, you already know she's losing it. Clips started circulating. Twitter slowed down her misses frame by frame.
An easy entry pass right over Brianna Jones into Angel Reese's left hand. We can do a sidearm pass right into Angel Reese's left hand. We drop it off to Rachel Banham. Rachel Banham looking right at Angel Reese. And you know what this team would rather do? They would rather... Look, Angel Reese is just quitting at this point. She knows she's not getting the ball. They would rather turn the ball over on a shot clock violation than give Angel Reese the ball when she actually has post position.
Like they were analyzing the Zapruder film. Analysts broke down every brick like they were archaeologists studying ancient ruins. Sky fans, they didn't hold back. Comment sections lit up with scorching takes. Angel Reese said, I put my head down and work every day. I don't give up. I critique myself the most. I know it'll come together. I just keep working and I know the results will show. Social media was in flames. Some compared her to Shaq but said she finishes like Shaq's intern.
This is a team that they might say that they get along, they might say that they're all friends and everything's fine in the locker room, but yikes, come on, look at that. Alicia Gray's back's turned to the play. Brianna Jones is face guarding Camila Cardoso, and Rachel Banham just refuses to give Angel Reese the ball, and the Chicago Sky get a shot clock violation. I'm not sure what's going on over there in Chicago.
Others questioned how someone with her size could vanish in the paint. Even worse, behind the scenes, the vibe has shifted. Coaches look stressed. Broadcasters are stretching. The truth opponents, they're catching on. They force her into awkward angles just to watch her unravel. Sometimes you can catch the opposing bench stifling laughs when she clangs another layup. This was supposed to be a playoff team. Competitive, gritty, but even with the growing pains of a young squad, they weren't supposed to look this lost. The league cracked the Reese code, pressure her inside, clog the paint, and let the rest take care of itself. The same edge that made her a college icon is now the blueprint for exposing her in the pros. And the worst part, when the Sky needs someone to take over, to step up, Angel's just there. Present, active, but not impactful. Sure, she brings energy. Yes, she hustles. But trying hard is the floor, not the ceiling. This league doesn't reward effort.
Caitlin Clark is more mature. Caitlin Clark has decorum.
Caitlin Clark obviously is jet fuel to its popularity.
Caitlin Clark is far better of a basketball player and has made such a tremendous impact in a greater number, more so than Angel Reese. Everybody knows that. Her college career was better. The stadium sales, the WNBA popularity has gone up because
it rewards execution. If your front office lets a key player skip practices for brand deals and appearances,
to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader outside of rebounding her own missed layups. What does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night, and for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
And then act surprised when things fall apart on the court. That's a leadership problem, because energy without execution, that's just chaotic aerobics. You can't call yourself a star and disappear when the lights come on. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the floor, and for 27 minutes, she vanished. The GM's drawn the line. The locker room is divided, and that ticking sound, it's not cheers, it's a countdown. Because this isn't about stats anymore. It's about leadership, growth, and whether Angel Reese can dig herself out of this with humility and work. If not, Chicago won't hesitate. No one is bigger than the franchise, not the name, not the brand, not even the Chai Barbie, and maybe that's the realest truth of all. This league doesn't care who you were in college. It only cares who you are when the lights come on. Angel Reese has two choices: evolve or exit. If you think she should be benched, drop fire the baby giraffe in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and click the next video. We'll see you there.